empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me.
Hi, I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher.
Every day's a new day.
I've been vegan for almost 10 years.
To discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me.
Thank you for coming to class. Thank you for being here, you guys. Appreciate you. I'm Miss Katie, the vegan teacher. I am here to talk about veganism, and it is right now, what time is it? It's 8:30 Saturday, and it is May the 9th. So it's Saturday here in Italy, which means the sun is going down. My husband is out for a jog. He's gonna run 5K, and I'm here with you guys today. Let me see who's all here. Aw, thank you for saying you love me, Greta. Hi, Greta. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Hi, Lily. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in. We're going to be talking about why I say that you were born vegan. In case you didn't know, you were born vegan because you never wanted to hurt animals. You know that you never wanted to hurt them, right? Yeah. So that means that you can go back to your roots and you can be vegan again. All right? You can do it. So just a little reminder, guys, if you have any dogs that live with you, remember to feed your dogs vegan dog food only. It looks like this. Vegan dog food. It comes in a big bag. And remember, when you get your vegan dog food, this is what vet-approved vegan dog food looks like. It has taurine in it. So you do not have to pay for murder for your dog. Now, the other day here in Italy, I was at a pet store. It was really, actually, I was outside, and I wasn't planning to go in, and I saw this cat just outside of the pet store. And the cat was just lying there. And I was like, oh, a cat. So I kind of go up and sit on the sidewalk and hang out with the cat. The cat, shows me his or her belly. And anyway, all of a sudden, the cat walked towards the pet store, and the door opened automatically. So this cat, I guess, knows how to get in and out of the pet store. The doors open automatically. So the cat walked in just like as if he or she owned the place. So I just followed the cat inside. And I thought, oh, this is kind of cute. Let's see this cat. What does this cat do? Does this cat belong to the owner, or what's happening? And then after a little while, I started to get kind of sad in that pet store. Because everywhere I looked in that pet store was nothing but dead bodies everywhere. So it seems like it's going to be a happy place, right? It's a pet store. You're going to find toys for dogs and for cats. But every aisle I went down was one murdered animal after another. They had pig's ears that the dogs were supposed to chew on, I guess. They had lambs in bags, like lamb that was mashed up into some sort of dog food. That's really sad. So this is a reminder for you that, if you have a pet companion in your home, just try to remember that there are other animals out there who wanted to live. And because we can feed our dogs 100% plant-based diet, we don't have to hurt anyone. Thanks, guys, for sharing the live stream, by the way. Oh, I love this. Who did that? Hey, Lily. That's such a perfect, beautiful thing. I love what you did. You did exactly what I do when I go to other people's live streams. Look, I don't know if you guys saw what Lily did, but she put a broccoli, a carrot, and she put some corn. And that looks really cute. And then she wrote the word veganism, and she put more decorations. And that's exactly what a vegan comment section should look like. Full of beautiful spam to remind us to eat healthy fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, all kinds of things. We don't have to be cruel to animals ever again. All right, so Lily's going for it. Keep spamming. Guys, that goes for all of you. Anybody who loves animals, you can go ahead and do the same thing. I highly encourage you. That's great, guys. I encourage you to imitate Lily's example, because Lily wrote some words in between there too. I don't know if you could see what she did, but that's really awesome. It's sort of like it fills it all up. Somebody writes here, Vivi says that God is good. Okay, so you want to get into it, do you, Lily? Because you know how I feel about God, right? Is that why you're writing that? There's no evidence that God is good, Lily. God did many terrible things, absolutely awful, horrific things, actually. God is not good. God is very cruel. Yeah. God tries to kill humans very often in the Bible if you actually read it. All right, let's see what else you guys are writing. Okay. Oh, hold on. We have somebody whose name is Anna. Anna writes, "Why didn't you go live yesterday?" Oh, you caught me, Anna. I was thinking nobody's gonna notice. That's so funny. You know, I'm in shock that you noticed. I thought nobody cares. Nobody cares whether I go live or not. I'm going to skip a day. It didn't actually do it on purpose. I just got really busy. I was doing other things. I'm composing a song right now and trying to do a video with it. It's a very unique song, very interesting song about euthanasia and dystopia, the anguish of living vegan in a non-vegan world. It's also about vegan phobia, so it's mixing all of these things in there. It's about, yeah, it's about sadness, and I'm trying to be creative there, and I don't know if people are going to understand it, but spending a lot of time trying to compose that song right now. And I'm trying to make it into a dance song. So I challenge you to see, do you know anyone else who has written a song about animal rights and how euthanasia is a wonderful thing, and also about how dystopia is really sad and vegan phobia is really sad, and also into a dance song? That's what I'm attempting to do. Yeah. So that's why I wasn't doing a live yesterday. All right, let's see what, guys, if you have a super chat that you want to put in, you're welcome to do that. You're welcome to put a super chat into the stream if you really want me to read what you're writing. In the meantime, we're going to go and we're going to look at some of these cards, okay? Because we're going to start at the beginning. For those of you who are new here, I'm Miss Katie. I am That Vegan Teacher, and I'm here to remind you that you can be vegan. And being vegan is so helpful for the entire planet. Being vegan is good for your health, and you can be brave. Now, why do you think I say be brave? Why do you think I say that? Do you think it takes some bravery to be vegan? You look outside. When you go outside, everywhere you go are the corpses of animals. They are littering all over the neighborhood, everywhere you go. Every store you go into are stolen body parts of animals. You can't even go to a place where there's children having fun. As a vegan, it makes us sad because we see the world in a different way. When you become a vegan, it's very joyful because you know finally you're not hurting the animals. But it can also be very sad. Because, for example, here in Italy, I'm sure you know about Italy. It is filled with cheese everywhere. And it is filled with ice cream, gelato, they call it, everywhere. And it is filled with the dead animal body parts of many animals, particularly pigs. Like if you go to get a drink, let's say you go to a little place and you get a beer and a glass of wine, they automatically put dead pigs in front of you. They slice them up, they put them there on these little things, little crackery type things, little bready things, and you're just like, I don't want this. They just assume you want it. It's free. That part's free if you buy a drink. So, it's always kind of fighting off people who are trying to, we get a pizza, we say, please don't put any cheese on it because we don't want to hurt the cows, and they look at us like we're crazy. Italian people do not understand. They do not know. They simply do not seem to know that a cow has to be pregnant before lactating, for producing milk. It's like, how do you not know this? How does everybody not know this? So today we're going to be looking at these cards about cow's milk, and you guys are going to read with me. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are going to read, because a lot of you guys are having trouble reading out loud, and this is a great skill for us to practice, okay? I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, so many words. So much to read. But guys, you can do this. You can absolutely do this. It's not really that hard. All right, we're going to do it together, and you're going to learn something, and you're going to be really proud after. Okay? So don't drink cow's milk. This is number 1. Let's read together. Okay? I want you guys to read as well. Can you read that? Cows only produce milk when they're mothers. But in the industry, they're forced to be pregnant. Workers tie up bulls rub them. You see how they rub them inappropriately. Can you imagine that? Just picture that right now. Every time you drink a glass of cow's milk, you are paying for the sexual assault of bulls, the female cows, and the murder of their babies. It is horrific. So you're doing everything. Think of the worst crimes you can commit, right? Sexually assaulting someone, stealing their baby, killing their baby, pinning down a female, stealing her milk. Like, it's so unbelievably fucked up what we do to animals. This is what happens to these innocent cows who never did a single thing wrong to us ever. I'm going to keep reading. So cows only produce milk when they're mothers, but in the industry, they're forced to be pregnant. How would you like it if that happened to you or someone that you love? I don't think you would like it. Workers tie up bulls, rub them inappropriately, steal their sperm. Big, beautiful bulls. By the way, bulls are quite docile. They're not trying to hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. Bulls are just minding their own business. And these horrible humans tie them up and touch them inappropriately, rub them to get the sperm. I think you know what I'm saying here. You know, this is why my live streams are limited, because I tell you the truth. Because TikTok, YouTube, they don't really want us talking about this stuff, right? They want us to talk about how much we love McDonald's. That's what they want because they make money. How does YouTube make money? When you're watching YouTube and you see ads, what ads do you see? It's horrific. Ads of animals suffering. When was the last time you saw an ad trying to get you to eat broccoli? Don't you find it fascinating that you never see an ad trying to get you to eat broccoli or trying to remind you to eat potatoes? All the ads you see are all fast food, stuff that's not good for you. Our society is completely backwards. Our governments should be helping the farmers who are growing crops. When was the last time you saw an ad that said, hey, you should eat chia seeds and flax seeds in your oatmeal in the morning? I don't think you've ever seen an ad like that. Let's keep looking. Let's keep reading. So workers tie up bulls, rub them inappropriately, steal their sperm, then restrain the female cows and inseminate them without consent. It's a 4-letter word. It starts with the letter R. It's a 4-letter word that starts with the letter R. Let me see if you can write it. What is it called when you pin down somebody and force them to be pregnant against their will? So many of your comments are up for review. That's so interesting. You guys can't see this, but so many of your comments, it says, this message was held for review. This message was held for your review. So many of you. I can't even read what you're writing, guys. I guess this is because many of you guys have already been banned and you're not aware of it. Let me see I'll show you what I can read though, okay? By the way, anytime you put a super chat on, I will read it out loud. So if there's something going by really quick and you want me to read it, put it on. The yellow ones stay longer. It's not going too fast today though, so I'll probably see the blue ones as well. Let's see. Still waiting for the word, guys. What's the 4-letter word? No, it's not rage. What is the 4-letter word that is what we do to cows? Humans, not me, not you nice vegans. That's right. It's right here. You see it? RAPE. It's an evil system built on sexual violation and domination. Each time you drink cow's milk, each time you eat cheese, each time you eat yogurt, if these are not coming from vegan sources, you are paying for so much cruelty. It's an evil system built on sexual exploitation and domination. There's nothing natural about drinking cow's milk. You're not a baby, you're not a cow. Time to drink soy milk now. You're not a baby, you're not a cow. Time to drink soy milk now. Let's everybody sing together. You're not a baby, you're not a cow. Time to drink soy milk now. You're not a baby. You're not a cow. Time to drink soy milk now. Enough? Okay. All right. Sorry, I can't help myself. All right, let's keep going. It's sad. Okay. There's nothing natural about drinking cow's milk unless you are a... Who's the first one going to write it in the comments? There's nothing natural about drinking cow's milk unless you are a... It's a 3-letter word. Unless you are a... See who writes it first. Unless you are a cat. No. No. Yes, someone's got it. Who got it? Okay. A-V-E-S. Aves got it. Okay. Very good. Yes. Also, David Wilkinson got it. Very good. There's nothing natural about drinking cow's milk unless you are a cow. But what kind of a cow? Starts with letter B. Next letter's an A. Another 4-letter word. Unless you are a... Let me see. Yes. Dag got it. A baby cow. Okay? Nothing natural about drinking cow's milk unless you are a baby cow. Okay. Cat milk belongs to baby. Now you can write the other word. You wrote it before. Oh, I got a super chat. I saw that. Cat milk belongs to baby cats. Good job. Who wrote it? So many of you got it right. Just got it right. Just somebody, just zombie. Garbage got it right. Star Divas got it right. Good job, guys. Lizzie. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get this super chat, and then we'll be back to reading this card, okay? All right. Electric Guitar gave a $4.99 donation and writes, though I am parched beyond mortal comprehension. Though? What do you mean, though? You are parched? You mean you're thirsty? What do you mean beyond mortal comprehension? I don't even know what that means. That's beyond my comprehension. I don't know what mortal comprehension is. I shall quench my suffering with the nectar of the... Oh, that's a vegan-phobic comment right there. Okay, do you see what you did wrong? You came to a vegan live stream and you wrote that you intend to pay for the rape, kidnapping, and torture of mother cows. Because you said that you are planning to quench your thirst by drinking cow's milk. So I'm going to remind you, electric, whatever your name is, electric guitar, okay? Electric guitar. First of all, guitars are nice, okay? So I'm going to try to look at the best side of you. You're somebody who's here. That's good, okay? You're smart for being here, okay? And I'm going to be honest with you, okay, though? It's not very smart of you to donate $4.99 here to me, to be then mean to me. You understand? I'd rather that you not put the $4.99 donation here, but just be kind. Because my goal is really to have a vegan world as soon as possible. And I know what you guys are doing. Hold on, I gotta fix this, drive me nuts. I know that you guys are thinking we can't have a vegan world and all that stuff with the lions, but it simply means that everybody is striving to be as vegan as possible. So electric guitar, I want you to write this again, and I want you to say, I'm sorry, Miss Katie. What I meant to write is I'm going to drink a large glass of orange juice or soy milk, okay? Or electric guitar, you can say, I'm sorry, Miss Katie, I'm going to go out right now and get some oat milk, okay? Because what you did is vegan phobic. You're deliberately trying to be mean and to be cruel, okay? And I don't think you really want to do that. Now remember, it takes 100 clicks to become vegan. So do you know what that means? Okay, to the person named Electric Guitar, it means that it takes 100 moments for you to let it sink in what you did and to be on the vegan path, to be kind. Right? So I'm not going to press a like on your comment. I'm going to let it go. And now we have another super chat. Let's see who this is from. This is from somebody named Zoned Out who donated $4.99. Okay, now you wrote, though. Okay, you wrote the same thing. This is another account. I don't know why you're writing though. You're parched and you shall drink the succulent nectar of the... Of the what? Cat? You're going to drink cat's milk? You're going to drink mouse milk? No. Okay, let's continue to read our card here, okay? So you'll learn the lesson, don't worry. Hold on a second, guys. Oh, I just got a super chat, $2. Thank you to Yellow and White. Thank you for the $2. I'm going to press a heart on that. Boop. And a little like, doink. Thank you. You didn't write a message, so there's nothing to read. All right, guys, I do like it when you guys write messages, though, so I can get to know you a little bit, but thank you. All right, so let's keep reading, guys. So we're talking about not drinking cow's milk because the mother cows are sexually assaulted. It's very sad, okay? In case you're just joining us, in case you've never met me before, by the way, I'll just show you what it says here. I'm asking you to be braver. I'm asking you to be vegan. And I'm asking you to be vegan now because you can all do it. And we're learning today about the dairy industry because it is horrific. As soon as I'm finished this card, remind me to tell you about what happened at the campground that I visited yesterday. Okay, remind me. I'll tell you a story. It's about a vegetarian woman. Okay. All right, so cat milk belongs to baby cats. You guys said it before. All right, dog milk belongs to baby. Who's going to write it first? Who's going to write it first? Dog milk belongs to baby. Starts with a D. Come on, I know you can do it. Oh, okay. Posh got it. Good job, Posh. Jadriel got it. It's so tiny, guys, and it's going so fast, but I'm trying to stop it. Okay, Minty got it. Okay. Dog milk belongs to baby dogs. Cat milk is for baby cats. Dog milk is for baby dogs. What else we got? We're not babies and we're not cows. So, does cow's milk belong to us? What's the answer, guys? Let's see how many people get the answer right. Does cow milk belong to us? Who's going to get it right? It's Toka Summer. Oh my God, I'm probably saying it wrong, but you know what? It's all one word and it's hard to read. Okay, that's right. You got the answer right. Okay, guys, does cow milk belong to us? Come on, I want you to write the proper answer in the comments. I'm going to read it out loud. Hamburger got it right. Good job. Listen, you have to change your name to Vegan Burger, okay? Do that as soon as you can, okay? Because your name is Hamburger, and I know you're smarter than that, and you're evolving, okay? I get it. You used to eat hamburgers, and you're starting to. Okay, let's see who else got the answer right. Let's see. We got another person got the answer right. Sirius. Good job, Sirius. Very good. Proud of you, right? Cat milk belongs to baby cats. Dog milk belongs to baby dogs. Mouse milk belongs to baby mice. And cow milk belongs to baby cows. That reminds me. Baby shark, shark, shark. Baby. Do you know that song? Oh my God, it was so funny. My daughter sent me this video of my grandson. He just turned 1. They had a dance party, sort of like, what do they call it? Bathtub rave. Okay, they had those wands, you know, those sort of flashy, it was just basically my daughter, her husband, my granddaughter, and my 1-year-old grandson. It was his birthday. They sent me a video, and they're all in the bathroom, just the 4 of them with those, you know, those, what do you call them, those neon sticky things? And they had the song, Baby Shark, 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 Baby Shark, 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 Baby Shark, 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 Baby Shark. I don't know if you've ever heard it. Probably think I'm nuts. Anyway, and they were all dancing around. And my little grandson was in the bathtub and they were having like a bathtub rave. It's the cutest thing. Of course, you know, I watched the video like a million times. Anyway, guys, sorry, digressing. Okay, when we finish the card, what did I say? Oh, I'm going to keep reading, okay? Choose soy milk or oat milk instead. All right. Guys, oh my God. I'm so sorry. Your super chats left too quickly. The turquoise ones don't stay long enough, and I was going to try to read them. Well, the rest of you guys read them, right? Okay, I hope they were kind. I hope they were kind. Were they kind? Were they vegantastic or veganphobic? I used to say veganphantastic. Veganphantastic, I made up that word, and now I made up a new word. It's called vegantastic, okay? Veganphobic has 4 syllables, and the opposite is vegantastic, okay? It's sort of a shrunk version. I want you to be vegantastic, which means you might not be vegan yet, but you are kind and striving to be. All right, so I told you I was going to, after we finish this card, I told you I was going to talk about, you know what, in the meantime, here's what I'm going to do. Now hold this one up while I tell you a story, in case anybody wants to follow me over on my Instagram, okay? So yesterday, where I live, there are, because it is more of a sort of a tourist town here in Italy, and we live by the ocean, there's these campgrounds. Now, they're not campgrounds that are wild or anything. It's not like in Canada at all. Like, it's really not. but they're more like curated. They're more like, they have, anyway, they're more like, I don't know how to, not very wildlife-ish. But anyway, people come from all over. So I walk in and out of there sometimes because they have a restaurant, and like I'll have like a vegan burger there at the near the entrance. Anyway, I was in there and I was walking by and I saw a man and a woman sitting outside of their camper, and they looked pretty relaxed. And he was wearing a shirt that said Las Vegas on it. So of course I'm in Italy and I don't speak that much Italian. So I said, "Oh, I see you have an English shirt on. I'm from Canada." And he said, "Oh, well, we're traveling all over the place." Anyway, next thing you know, they invited me to sit with them, and we're having a chat. And then she says she's vegetarian. So I said, "Oh, that's interesting. I'm vegan." And she said, "Oh yeah, we have a lot in common." Now you guys know how I feel about vegetarians, right? Vegetarians are the enemy. Vegetarians are the enemy because they're still paying for this. So this woman who is they're about my age, a husband and a wife, they're about my age. And here we're thinking, hey, we're getting along. It's kind of cool. They actually are from Germany, and I speak a bit of German, not much. But, we have all these things that we thought we had in common. And then when she says she's vegetarian, and she's all happy because she thinks that we're the same because I'm vegan, or we're close, right? And I'm like, it was so weird because I was like, what do I do the vegan teacher thing now? Because you know what I'd say if it was one of you guys, it was on TikTok right now, I would say, "You're the enemy. How the fuck can you pay for rape, torture, and murder of innocent cows? We are nothing alike." That's what I felt like telling her. But this is real life. So do you think I did it? No, I didn't. Because why didn't I do it? I don't want to fight, right? I don't want to fight with everybody in real life. On TikTok, I can yell at people and I can tell you guys you're all murderers and everything. But in real life, am I really going to do that? We were having such a nice time. I was sitting at their camp. But of course, it would be wrong for me to stay silent, right? Because we have to say something. We have to be out as vegans. We have to tell everybody that we're out as vegans. So I said to her, "Well," I said, "do you know what happens in the dairy industry?" I asked her. And before she could answer, I told her. And I told her exactly what I tell you guys. I said, "This is what happens in the dairy industry." So if you're just joining me, by the way, I'm just talking about a story where yesterday I was at a campsite sitting with these two people who spoke English. And anyway, the husband, she's been vegetarian for 20 years and he was not vegetarian at all. And I said, "And you, do you still eat animals?" And he kind of looked down. And that was my sign that he's feeling bad about it. He was feeling a bit embarrassed about it. And his wife had been vegetarian for 20 years. So I can imagine what this couple has gone through. Imagine she doesn't eat meat for 20 years and her husband eats meat, eats in front of her everywhere. It must have driven her nuts, right? Because the reason she's a vegetarian is because she doesn't want to hurt animals. So she wanted him to be vegetarian, but she didn't know that, of course, I want her and him to both be vegan. So I told her this. I said, "Do you know what they do to the cows?" I said, "You know that every time you eat cheese here in Italy or wherever you're going on your travels, you're paying for somebody to kill baby cows and to rape the mothers." And his face, he opened his eyes and he looked at her like, "Oh my God, my wife has been giving me shit for not being vegetarian all these years. And here's this random woman, they don't know me, giving my wife shit." So in a weird way, his eyes kind of lit up like, oh, this is going to be good. Like this random woman, me, going to give his wife shit. But then, of course, I didn't let him off the hook, right? So I said to both of them, I said to him, "Do you think that good men protect animals or hurt them?" And now at this point, they're starting to squirm a bit, right? They're sort of squirming. They're thinking, shit, why did we invite this woman to come here and sit with us at our campsite? We didn't want to talk about this. But I kept you have to, when you're meeting people in real life, guys, as vegans, you have to get people the clicks, right? But you can't, it's a very delicate line. You have to make them feel a bit guilty, but not so guilty that they're angry. And that's a really tough line to cross in real life. With our families, with our friends, with our bosses, our colleagues, our neighbors. So that's the challenge that we have. So I ended up exchanging with her. She gave me her Instagram, and I gave her mine. And of course, by now she's probably figured out who I am because she checked me out on Instagram. She's probably like, oh my God. I don't have that many followers on Instagram. I think I have 30,000 or something like that. I don't really pay attention over there. The only reason that I'm on Instagram is to show you guys what actually happens to the animals. Because they won't let us show you on TikTok, and they won't let us show you on YouTube. I don't know why. For some reason, Instagram allows us to show you the truth. I really don't understand what's going on with the thinking there, but it's great for us as vegans because we can actually show you. But it also explains why I don't have many followers there, right? Why is it that I only have 30,000 followers on Instagram, but 600,000 on YouTube, and 1.2 million over on TikTok? Because I tell the truth there, because I can consistently show you the cows and what's happening to them, all of these different animals, everything, every animal that we torture, it's horrific. So people don't want to see it, so they unfollow over there. But here, most people follow just because they're curious. Oh shoot, I'm so sorry, there's a super chat. Oh, Daniel Tran, thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, guys, if I'm missing some. Please don't be angry with me, okay? I'm going to try really hard to read the next ones, okay? Really sorry about that. So anyway, guys, look, just to let you know, okay? Please go to stories if you go there. You're going to memorize this, okay? That Vegan Teacher on YouTube, on Instagram. Please follow me there so that you can learn what happens. All right? If you don't want to subscribe, fine, okay? But if you could please go and learn what actually happens, it would mean a lot to me, because I think you'll really understand why I'm here. Why are vegans here? You'll get it, okay? And how do you know this song? How do you know this address? Well, I have a song, okay? Here it is. What's my address on Instagram? It's that vegan teacher, Miss Katie. No dots, no underscores, just like that. That vegan teacher, Miss Katie. What's the address? That vegan teacher, Miss Katie. No dots, no underscores. Memorize it. What's my address on Instagram? It's that vegan teacher, Miss Katie. No dots, no underscores, just like that. That vegan teacher, Miss Katie. You got it? All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to flood your head with it, but I want this to be a song that you sing in the shower. Like, you know, when you're singing a song and you're like, damn, I got that song in my head. Okay. That's why I'm going to play it. Oh, I'm going to torture you one more time. One more time, guys. Come on, bear with me. Is it going to even let me do it? Here it comes. What's my address on Instagram? It's that vegan teacher, Miss Katie. No dots, no underscores, just like that. That vegan teacher, Miss Katie. Okay? Subscribe and be vegan with me. All right, let me just make this stop because it's going to go in a circle if I don't. All right, guys, we have only read one card so far. Thank you again, Daniel, for the super chat. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, everybody who is here. You are all very smart to be here. Like, I mean it, okay? Like, I want to say something sincerely. Every single person who stops at this live, you are extraordinary humans. You know what people are like. You know, people are scrolling, right? But why would you want to listen to an old lady with gray hair and glasses who's trying to tell you to do something that you really don't want to do? Like, do you understand the product that I'm selling is kindness? Like, who wants to be told you're a bad person because you're hurting animals? Nobody. Anybody who's stopped here right now on this live, you are above average. You are truly a curious person, and that is one of the best qualities that you can have. So I'm really proud of you, okay? I know you don't like me, a lot of you, and you don't like my message, but I'm here and honestly saying I'm very proud of you for stopping by, okay? Let's read number 2. Now, I know again what you're thinking. It's Saturday night. Well, I don't know where you are. It's Saturday night here in Italy. You see? See what I did there? I remembered I'm not the center of the universe. Because where is actually, you know what? Guys, can you tell me? Let's look in the comments, okay? Let's see where everybody is in the world. Let's see where everybody is, okay? So I'm in Italy. And like I said, it is now 9 o'clock at night. Okay, we're going to see how we're all over different places. Let me see. Say somebody says they're in Canada. Right? Some of you guys, but tell me what time zone you're in. Okay, so for example, John Maher just wrote it's 8 o'clock, but you didn't tell me if it's 8 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock at night. And so we don't know, right? See what I mean? This is the mistake we always make. So guys, write where you are, which country, and if it's morning or night. Okay, because I'm telling you right now, I know some time zones now. So if it's 9 o'clock here in Italy, if you're in New York, or anywhere on the East Coast, you're in Montreal, my hometown, or you're in anywhere on the coast, then it is only 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. And here it's 9 o'clock at night. Let's see what we have. See, somebody wrote Cyprus, 10 p.m. Pennsylvania, 3, right? I told you, right? Guys, isn't it cool though? Let's see what else. Somebody says 3:03 p.m. USA. But you didn't tell us where, right? Because if you're in California now, it's a different time zone again. Okay, somebody writes UK 8 p.m., right? Because I'm in Europe, and the UK, the United Kingdom, is also in Europe, but they are an hour different from us here in Italy. Let's learn about time zones, okay, guys? Let's see what else we have. Trinidad. Oh, that's so cool. Trinidad? I'm in shock. I don't think I've ever had anybody like from the West Indies come into my live stream before. That's cool. Okay, Scotland. That's awesome, guys. You see, you're getting to know each other. Everyone become friends, okay? Be nice to each other, okay? We're going to read this card. Don't get mad at me and start running away just because we're going to read, because it's good for you to practice. Okay, you might have to read in front of your boss one day. You might have to your boss might give you something and say, here, read this at the meeting. And if you're stumbling or you're saying words that aren't there, hold on, wait, I have a comb here, just a sec. Maybe this will help. I feel like I have to dip my fingers in water. Oh, super chat. Hold on, I'm not going to miss this one. I missed the last two. Okay. Okay, this is by somebody named Camocan Clutch. Oh, you're from the UK. So guys, this person gave £4 and 99 pence. Now I know there's some teenagers watching her like, why would somebody give you a pound? Like, we're all trying to lose pounds here, trying to lose weight. But in the UK, it's called a pound instead of a dollar. Okay? In Canada, we call it dollars. And in the United States, they call it dollars. But in England and in the UK, they call it pounds. Okay? And it says here, how does veganism view insects? All right, so I'm going to try to guess what you mean. Okay, so insects are living beings, okay? They're not like a pencil. So vegans will not eat insects, and we will not deliberately hurt them. My bangs are driving me insane. Hold on, I got to do this. I hate constantly touching myself. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, wait, go. Okay, so the person named Camocan, okay? So how does veganism view insects? We don't eat insects. So sometimes people ask me, would you eat crickets or whatever? No. Why would we do that? Okay, we can eat all of the fruits and vegetables. We view insects as sentient. Like right near where I live, there's all these ants. I go by and I visit them. I find them so cute. They're all walking in a lineup. They're walking up the side of a building, and they're going and they're coming back down. And every time I watch the ants, my husband's like, oh God, she's watching the ants again. And he walks on. But I said, oh, they're so cute. The ants are just like walking. Every time they pass each other, they all stop to say something to each other. What are they saying? What are they communicating? And then they keep going. They go to the next guy, and they're all just like, they're clearly up to something. They're communicating. They're talking about what's up ahead. There's food there or danger there. Okay? Insects, we're not going to hurt them. Of course. Though, if we're talking about mosquitoes, which carry diseases, if a mosquito's trying to sting me, that guy's dead. I am not letting a mosquito sting me. No. Just like if Dracula tried to attack me. By the way, there's no such thing as Dracula, because I know you guys believe also in God and all of these things, and you believe in mermaids, some of you. Okay, let's not get into religion today, okay? But Dracula doesn't exist, but if he did, I would be allowed to kick the shit out of him if he's attacking me, just like anyone, okay? We're all allowed to defend ourselves, even vegans. Okay, self-defense is okay. Let's say there's a dog attacking me. Yes, I'm allowed to kick the dog. I don't want to, but we can, okay? So thank you guys very much for coming. I'm very proud of you guys for all being so smart to be here. Now, we're talking about cow's milk, okay? Let's read this together. You can do it. After cows are forced to be pregnant, they carry their babies for 9 months, just like humans do. Did you know that? Test question. How long are cows pregnant for? Humans are pregnant for 9 months. How long? Let me see in the comments if anybody listened. I'm reading it. How long are cows pregnant for? First person that got is named Lion Bra 28. Good job. I saw it. Very good. 9 months. Okay, Sammy, you got it right. Susanna, good job, guys. Thanks for participating. And Chai GT. All right, let's keep going. After cows are forced to be pregnant, they carry their babies for 9 months, just like humans do. But sadly, people kidnap the baby cows very soon after they're born. That's not right. That makes us sad, right? Very sad. It's awful. Look, here's a cow. Here's a cow. The little cow. Can you imagine stealing a baby from his mom? It's absolutely unspeakable cruelty. I just can't imagine anything more cruel than the dairy industry. If you guys are thinking, should I be vegetarian and stop eating meat, or should I stop all dairy products? It's actually better to stop drinking cow's milk and cheese and yogurt and ice cream. If you want to know where to start there, because you will prevent so much sadness and murder just by removing dairy from your life. All of it. Butter, yogurt. Get the vegan versions. You can do it. Let's look again, okay? Continue. Workers tie up bulls, rub them inappropriately, steal their sperm, then restrain the female cows and inseminate them without consent. This is rape. It's an evil system built on sexual violation and domination. There's nothing natural about drinking cow's milk. Cat milk belongs to baby cats. Dog milk belongs to baby dogs. We're not babies and we're not cows. So does cow's milk belong to us? No. Cow's milk belongs to baby cows. Choose soy milk or oat milk instead. Mama cows have a right to stay with their babies. Baby cows have a right to stay with their moms. Let's not be cruel anymore. Okay, I read that one twice now. All right. After cows, this is what wait, I'm getting them all mixed here. Hold on, guys. Let me put these in proper piles. Everything's moved. Okay, hold on. Let me read a couple of things that you guys are writing. Do I support vegetarians? No. Vegetarians are the enemy. Vegetarians hurt cows. You must be vegan and not vegetarian. You must be vegan if you really want to stop hurting animals. If you're against rape and sexual violation, you must be vegan. Cow's milk is awful. Let's keep reading and you'll see, okay? I know you answered. You probably came in late and that's why you're answering, but that's okay. Okay, guys, if you have a super chat that you want to put on the screen, you want me to read it, the yellow ones stay longer, but the turquoise ones are pretty okay. I'll try to grab them, okay? But sometimes if I'm reading, I don't see, okay? But the yellow one will stay on longer if you really want to say something positive to help the animals right now. If you are vegan and you want me to support your account, also put a super chat in and I'll call you out, okay? There's many amazing vegans out there and you all deserve to have your accounts called out for good behavior. I'm going to do a video one day talking about all the amazing vegans that are out there doing such good work. Many of them you don't know about, but you should. All right, let's keep reading here. Cows are forced to be pregnant. They carry their babies for 9 months just like humans do. But sadly, people kidnap the baby cows very soon after they're born. This is devastating because mother cows form strong maternal bonds and cry out for days when their newborns are stolen. Can you imagine if somebody stole your newborn from you? That would be really devastating, right? That's why I want you to be braver and to be vegan and to help us end this cycle of violence. Good men protect animals, and good women too, right? Okay, let's keep reading. The dairy industry could not function without kidnapping because if the babies stayed with their mothers, the milk would go to the calves instead of humans. So each time you drink cow's milk or eat cheese, that comes from cow's milk. You pay for the emotional torture of mothers who are mourning children they will never see again. Each time that you consume cow's milk or anything made with it, you are paying for a mother to cry, a mother cow to cry, a baby cow to cry. When you go to the grocery store, you have all the power in the world in your hands. Choose to be kind. Do not choose the cow's milk. Just move your hand over and get the soy milk. Get the oat milk. You can do it. I'm just going to read this super chat before it goes away. Okay, we have somebody named 5K Cooper who donated $5 here. Thank you very much for your donation. And now I'm going to read what you wrote. You can barbecue veggies. That's true. You can. I do wish vegans shared more recipes. Carrot dogs are really good. Yes, we talked about carrot hot dogs the other day. So cool. Vegans are pretty interesting, pretty creative. So yeah, you boil carrots. There's a whole recipe. You marinate them. You put this like smoked pepper on there. And you put it in a hot dog with some onions and like whatever you like, whatever you want in your hot dog. You bite into that and you're eating a vegetable. You're not eating the ground up body parts of an innocent animal. Never eat hot dogs. Just don't do it unless they're vegan. Thank you so much, 5K Cooper. I'm pressing a heart, boink, and I'm pressing thumbs up. 16 people already liked your comment. I am number 17. Boink. There we go. Look, big heart to you guys. Thank you very much to everybody who's being kind to the animals and who's being kind to me. Thank you for not being vegan phobic, and thank you for being vegantastic. It's great. All right, let's keep reading, okay? Keep learning. Male calves, sadly, are considered useless to the dairy industry because they'll never be able to produce milk. So, what does the industry do to them? What does the industry do to them? They kill them within hours, days, or weeks of life. Can you imagine if these were puppies? Some of these sweet cows are sold for veal. If you ever see veal in a grocery store, that's a dead baby cow. Heartbreaking. Okay, Ploofy, thank you for the donation here. And Ploofy, thank you. It's turquoise, so it's going to stay for a bit. Person wrote, plants feel pain. No, they don't. It is scientifically wrong what you're writing. I'm very disappointed in you. Okay? Now, I don't know if you just don't know or if you're just trying to be mean on purpose. Okay? Plants don't feel pain. Here, let's learn the song together, okay? Plants don't feel pain. They don't have a brain. They don't have a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart. You know where to start. So don't take too long and be vegan from now on. Be vegan from now on. Okay, Ploofy, I want you to remove this super chat. That was mean. And I want you to tell the truth. Plants don't feel pain. A plant is not sentient. Cutting the head off of a bunny rabbit is not the same as cutting any vegetable or fruit in half. Fruits and vegetables don't feel pain. Animals do feel pain. And I think you know that. Okay? So we're not going to be cutting bunnies in half, not going to be ripping off their fur, their skin. It was so sad the other day. Here in Italy, we have market day where they close a whole bunch of streets and all the vendors come out to sell all of their stuff. And one of the vendors was selling dead bunny rabbits. The bunny rabbits had their feet cut and the bunny rabbits were skinned, but they still had their eyes in there. And it was like they were looking right at me. And there were so many people lined up to buy the dead animals. And you know what I did? I just took a video. I said nothing out loud to them. Do you know why I said nothing? First of all, I don't speak Italian and I'm here in Italy. Second of all, where I am here in Italy, not too many people know me. I do get recognized by tourists. They recognize me, people who come from different countries. But in Italy, I'm not doing activism in the streets. I'm just filming stuff, videos. And the reason I'm doing that is because I actually need to protect myself from being attacked. Yeah. So we move around to different places here in Italy to make sure that I'm safe. Because people have actually threatened to harm me. And as you know, when I used to live in Montreal, our house was attacked. We had to call police often. We had people throwing meat into our backyard. We had people throwing eggs at our windows in the middle of the night. We had people ringing the doorbell and running away. So it was quite something. Vegan phobia was real. But of course, you guys don't have to worry about that as much because I was an especially outgoing person. As you know, I became famous on YouTube and on TikTok because I told everybody exactly what I thought of them. And I have the advantage to be able to do that. You see, a lot of people have other jobs. At this point, I had quit my teaching job and my nursing job at the time. And so I have the privilege to be able to say exactly how I feel about people who hurt animals. And so I have to. That's my job. I have to. That's the job I created for myself. I ate animals. I have a responsibility to protect them now. Many of you, many vegans right now, are still working other jobs. They're still working as nurses. They're still working as teachers. They cannot go on TikTok and tell everyone to fuck off and tell them how mean they are. But because I can do that, I have to do that. That is my role. Some people are vegans who make recipes all the time. Other vegans are out there doing all different things. All of us are important in different ways. And I want to thank everybody for being here. But to the person named Ploofy, once again, thank you for your super chat, but I'm not going to press like on it. And shame on you, 55 of you pressed like on a comment that's not even scientifically valid. So the 55 of you who pressed like on that comment, you really should go and actually look it up. Scientists are united in knowing that plants do not feel pain. Plants are not sentient. They don't have a subjective experience of life. They don't have preferences. Plants are alive, but not sentient. And you all know that. But it's a crazy world we live in. Some people actually think that the earth is flat now. Isn't it amazing that we live in a time where we have access to all of the information, but so many people are misguided? So many exaggerated conspiracy theories, you know them. You must know some people in your life who will say something to you and you're just like, that's not true. Crazy. Some people actually think that nobody ever walked on the moon. Like, Maybe it's true. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that somebody actually walked on the moon? You see, there's so many people, you must have them in your family, these exaggerated conspiracy theorists. Maybe you're one of them right now. I'm not saying that none of them are true. Some of them are, maybe. But do we really believe that mermaids exist, guys? No. Do we honestly think that plants feel pain? Really? No, they don't. Plants don't feel pain.
Plants don't feel pain, they don't have a brain, they don't have a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart, you know where to start. Share this song and be vegan from now on.
Let's do it again. Get your clicks.
Plants don't feel pain, they don't have a brain, they don't have a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart, you know where to start. Share this song and be vegan from now on.
There you go. Plants do not feel pain. I'm going to try and get it to stop. It goes in a circle. You know what it's like on TikTok. All right, guys, I'm here only for 4 more minutes and then class will be over. Thank you very much for being here so far. If you have a last-minute super chat or that you want to say something to me, you are welcome to write it down and put it down. I'll try to read it out loud. In the meantime, let's see what you guys are writing. Let me see if I can see some good things. Okay. Derek thinks that I'm rude. Isn't that interesting? Derek, who do you think is more rude? The person who tries to protect animals or the person who pays somebody to cut their heads off? Okay, let's think about it for a moment. Okay, Derek? Let's think about it. I think you know, Derek, that it is far ruder to physically stab somebody who never did a single thing wrong to you than it is to talk. Okay, I'm here talking, Derek. All right, let's see if anybody else wants to put. Thanks again, guys, for all the super chats. I do appreciate you, kind people right here. Please do not put a super chat in if it is saying a lie. Do not put a super chat in and if it is not helpful. All right, let's see what this one. Ploofy. Thank you, Ploofy860. Ploofy860 put a turquoise super chat in here, which is going to stay on the screen longer than the blue one, but not as long as the yellow. Okay, but I caught it. I caught it because I'm looking. Person wrote, that bunny you talked about in the market should be you instead. Okay, so what you're saying is it bothers you so much that you aren't vegan yet. You are so self-loathing that you paid money to come here and say this. You know we can all see through you, right? Do you honestly think that I, as an animal rights activist, okay, here's what you actually wrote. Okay, let's really dissect what you did. Let's deconstruct it, okay? You wrote, when I was talking about the dead bunny in the market, you wrote that you wish that I was dead in the market. Do you guys believe that vegan phobia exists now that you've heard that? Doesn't that seem odd to you? There's somebody who talks about saving animals. Some people would rather see me skinned with my arms off, alive with my eyes open but dead, with all the dead bodies of the supermarket. This is what this person wrote. Do you honestly think we live in a sane world when somebody is this cruel? Doesn't it seem bizarre? And then, of course, we have 116 people who pressed like on that comment. So, who are these 116 people? These are people who are children, or they are adults who have no self-control and are just jealous of vegans. Because you don't have to be jealous of us. Okay? And listen, honestly, I don't take it personally. Because nobody actually hates vegans. You don't really want me to be there. Nobody hates vegans. You just hate the mirror that we hold up to you.
Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror vegans hold up to them. Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can.
You can be stronger. You can be braver. I'm braver than you? Come on. You can be braver and you can be vegan too.
Nobody hates vegans. They only hate the mirror vegans hold up to them.
So the mirror that we hold up.
Nobody hates vegans. They just hate the fact they know they should be like them. And the truth is, they so easily can.
All right, let's take a break from this for a second. Let me see if I can stop that. Okay, let's look at the next super chat here. This next super chat is, and by the way, class is almost over. We went 1 minute over. Hold on. Somebody named The Bottom MC just donated $4.99 in UK money. So that was very kind of you. You didn't write a comment, but 45 of you pressed the like button for this donation by this kind person. This is in UK money, so it's £4.99. But it's interesting, right? That 45 people pressed like on the comment of the kind person, but over 100 people pressed like on the comment of the person who wanted me skinned and dead. It's fascinating. So here's why you shouldn't do what you guys are doing, the mean people, okay? Because what you are capable of doing with your vegan-phobic comments is literally, you are literally able to end the life of a human. You wouldn't even know it. All of you people who are vegan-phobic towards the teenagers, you know what makes me sad? I know teenagers on this app. They are vegan activists. They are so kind. They are so compassionate. And then one day they just disappear. And I honestly fear for them because sometimes they say that they are so sad the way people treat them that they feel like ending their own lives. So there are 743 of you watching right now. So my heartfelt appeal to you is when you know about a vegan who comes out, if somebody comes out as a vegan, whether it's a classmate of yours, your child, somebody you meet randomly, do not be cruel to them. They are vegan because they care about the animals. They are already suffering knowing how much the animals suffer. Do not tell them that you want to hurt them. Do not wave bacon in their faces. Do not be cruel to even your adult colleagues. All the vegans are already suffering because of what goes on out there. When I go to a restaurant and I see the person next to me ordering a dead animal, what I flash back to is the thousands of hours that I've seen of these animals suffering. It's extremely excruciating. We suffer, we vegans who are consistently exposed to it, from something called dystopia. Dystopia is the anguish of living vegan in a non-vegan world. Now we realize also that we're not the real victims here, the animals are. So most vegans don't talk about it. But if you have children and teenagers who don't have a thick skin, please don't be cruel to them. You can be quite cruel to me because I don't take it personally. I know that none of you hate me. You just don't. You just hate the mirror that I hold up to you. But kids, teenagers, others, they might not know that. Let me just go to the next one. So this is a $4.99 super chat by Corey the Hole. Thank you, Corey, for the super chat. Corey wrote, "A plane uses fossil fuel from dead animals." Okay, what about it? Veganism, I think what you're trying to say is that vegans should never fly planes. It's not true. Vegans have a right to live. Everyone should be trying to reduce their eco footprint. But Corey the Hole, Corey, if you care about that, you will be vegan. If you want to reduce your eco footprint, you will be vegan. Vegans are allowed to use plastic bags. Vegans are allowed to do everything that everyone else does. The point is that we try to do the least harm when we can. That's what veganism is. Veganism means we don't exploit animals. We don't deliberately pay somebody to cut their heads off. We will not ride horses. We will not steal from animals. That is what veganism is. What else are you writing? The plastic laminated cards. This is an important teaching tool. Corey, do you actually think that you are making some sort of a point here? If a vegan is using plastic as a teaching tool, cards that will last me how long? 30 years? More? Forever? You're actually trying to compare this to the amount of devastation that you use, that you contribute to the planet. I'm not even going to read the rest of it because you really don't understand veganism, Corey. You really don't. I'll explain it one more time. Veganism means we don't exploit animals. We don't eat them. We don't wear them. We don't care for them to suffer. We do our best to avoid harm. Vegans don't have to go and slit their throats because that is the only way to cause no harm in this world. That's not what vegans have to do. Vegans have a right to live. We have a right to sit on a bus, let's say a school bus. Let's say your school bus or your father's car. Okay, anybody's car has leather seats. Vegans don't want to sit on the dead cow. But we're not going to excuse ourselves from society and walk because the Uber has a leather seat. We're not going to be happy about it. But vegans have a right to live. And what we can do is we can consistently talk about it. So Corey and the 107 people who pressed like on this comment, you are simply uneducated and you don't understand veganism. But I want to thank everybody for coming today. Thanks everybody for participating. Our live stream is over, but I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. The person who noticed that I didn't go live yesterday, thanks for caring about me. As I say, I'm writing some songs right now. My goal is to write many more vegan dance songs. And by the way, in case you haven't signed up yet to my TikTok, on TikTok yesterday, we had a big dance party. We danced to a whole bunch of songs that you guys like. When people are kind and they read cards on TikTok, we were dancing to, I don't know, all kinds of crazy songs. Everything, like whatever. I don't know, Taylor Swift, whatever, anything that you guys wanted to dance to, if you guys were kind. So my channel on TikTok is called Music by That Vegan Teacher. Go ahead and follow me there if you want to. Music by That Vegan Teacher. And thanks everyone for being here. So big heart to you, big hugs to everyone striving to be vegan. Thank you for being kind, and I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? I really love you guys for trying. I know those of you who are just here and you're just like, oh, I really want to be vegan. Well, I'm very proud of you. You're getting your clicks, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow.